So like if they was to write a documentary on it, right?
Yeah.
Who would they say was responsible for that happening? The South just turning up like that.
Like what you mean?
Like you say, like in '85, it just changed. If they were to do a documentary, like who would be responsible for that happening? Because you hear like the Jamaicans, you know what I'm saying? Like you hear like stories that people try to tell back then about like what was going down.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just ain't real life street stars. You know what time it is.
My first time seeing a crackhead was driving through South Dallas. And it was like, oh shit, this is what the movie showed me on New Jack City. I'd never seen it before until I drove through South Dallas and seen it. At what point for you growing up did the crack epidemic like hit a high in your section?
Shit, South Dallas birthed the crackhead. Shit, I think it was like a point in my life where the crack epidemic was at an all-time high. Was maybe in like, for me, it was I'd say like 86, 1985, 1986. I was old enough to realize and understand what was really going on around about that time. And shit, basically all my family, uncles and aunties, friends, my friends, mamas and daddies, everybody, when that crack epidemic hit, that shit took over.
Damn.
Yeah, that shit turned, yeah, a lot of our people, they was well off. We wasn't just, we living in poverty, but we made a way. But when that crack hit, shit, motherfuckers went to selling shit, running down alleys, butt naked, all kind of shit. I watched a lot of my own uncles and aunties. I mean, shit, one time, my motherfucker, I got an auntie name, Aunt Jessie B, rest in peace, I love her heart, but she was so gone off that crack, man. It was like, I think it was a spring break or something. So we was at one of my auntie's house. We probably was like, shit, 10, 15 kids over there. You know how you leave for spring break or now the Christmas break, you get new shit. We all had new shoes, man. But the thing about it, all my aunties was on crack. We over my Aunt Brenda house, you know what I'm saying? Man, we come in the house from playing at the Martin Luther King Center and they tell her, y'all, oh, somebody feet stink. All y'all take them shoes off and put them damn shoes on the porch. You know what I'm saying? We kids, we ain't think about it. We kick our shit out, put them on the porch, go in the house, eat, play the game, wake up the next morning, come outside, all the motherfucking shoes gone. You know what I'm saying?
You say your Aunt Brenda house was a crack house?
No, it wasn't the crack house, but my Aunt Brenda was a zombie. Shit, so you had the rest of my aunties and uncles, they all come over there because one of my big cousin, Wayne, rest in peace, he bought a house for my auntie. So she had a house and, you know, she would just be at home doing her thing. But the rest of our aunties and, you know, her little friends or whatever, I guess that was their little smokehouse shit. And it was going down over there shit.
So like if they was to write a documentary on it, right?
Yeah.
Who would they say was responsible for that happening? The South just turning up like that.
Like what you mean?
Like you say, like in '85, it just changed. If they were to do a documentary, like who would be responsible for that happening? Because you hear like the Jamaicans, you know what I'm saying? Like you hear like stories that people try to tell back then about like what was going down. Do you know like what it was that made it go down like that?
I don't know. I can't just say, but my perception, I'm gonna jump way past the motherfucking Jamaicans. This shit was some government type shit, you know, knowing what I know now. But at that time, the Jamaicans, Cubans, it was Jamaicans, Cubans, both of them came to the city and it was like a drug war between them. The Jamaicans just won over the blacks. They won over the community, you understand me? And shit, they ran the Cubans out.
How did Jamaicans and Cubans?
Shout out Reallyfe Street Stars, nigga. Move it. Hey.